Y'all welcome to the Grind Show Live. Chilling here with G Smith Sounds. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'm gonna just chill, wait for a little bit. Wait for some more people to show up a little bit. I'm just gonna vibe out to this beat. To a little bit more people. Shout out to all the day ones, man. We actually made 1,000 subscribers. Last time I checked, we were at 1,011. We can't do this without your support, so we appreciate it. Seriously. So I wanted to, do something special. We're gonna do a live animation. Where you see vids right here. Get ready to go. Just gonna wait a little bit more. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get things started. Again, I wanted to shout out all the day ones for supporting the Grind Show Live. I'm gonna take a few questions a little bit later near the end, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. So we got this really good opportunity. We're gonna be at the Marbles IMAX theater on August 3rd. And just so happened to get my hands on this hologram tank. So I'm gonna work on this animation for this hologram tank. And let's see, I'm gonna turn the music down a bit. All right, so we got a character viz here. And I know the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan him into this hologram. So as you can see, I got this ground plane. It's gonna come straight up. I think I've already got it animated, so we're just gonna play, see what it's looking like so far. All right, so that right there is for my timer. So I know, okay, when is the scan coming up? And I'm gonna use this as like my marker to know when he's scanning up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, while he's scanning up, I'm gonna rotate him around in 3D. So I know it's about 72 frames. So I'm gonna set a key in the beginning and then to the end, about 72. And of course, everybody should know that it's 360 degrees, right, to turn them around. So I'm gonna rotate them around. All right, so I'm gonna do some tutorials a little bit, maybe like on another video. Right now, I'm just gonna kind of do my thing. Y'all just watch me. Now, if y'all notice, he spins a little too fast and then stops a little early. So I want him to, well, he starts out slow and then speeds up. So I want him to go ahead and already spin. So I'm gonna go to my curve editor. And these are like my keys, the same keys that are down here or up here. All right, so I'm gonna turn the first one linear, the second one curve. And like I said, I'm gonna do another video to go a little deeper into that. This is just, me animating on it. All right, so you see there, I like the timing of that. All right, so he's gonna be spinning around as it comes up. And so now I kind of got the timing of that. I like that. I don't really need that box anymore. Okay, so while people are gonna come up to the hologram, they're gonna see him. He'll spin in, and then let's say he's gonna stay there for maybe a second. So 72 is where he stops. And I'm animating 24 frames per second. If I was doing like a video game, along that nature, doing stuff for Unity or Unreal Engine, it'd be at 30 frames per second, but since it's like film, I'm gonna stick with 24. A little less frames for me to animate. Okay. See, I'm gonna hold it right there. And then the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna look to the right. We're gonna act like he's just froze. Boom, 6 every second. Actually, let's hold him a little longer than that. All right, then he's gonna turn. Just his head, right? And maybe his eyes to look in that direction. All right, so this is, I'm creating my next pose, right? So from this key to that key, he's gonna turn and move his eyes just a little bit over there. It's like, what's going on over there? All right, then he's gonna hold this pose. And I'm just gonna copy that, drag them keys right there. He doesn't move, but from here to here he does move. All right, so I'm gonna hold it there, and then he's gonna look the other way. But this time, he's gonna be a little bit more into what he's looking at, right? He's still frozen, but maybe we'll turn his body a little bit. Lean him forward. Just making sure, like, oh, am I really saying what I'm saying? Like, there's people looking at me. We'll rotate his arms in a little bit. And raise his head up a little bit. Okay. Let's get off that. All right, cool. Y'all gotta bear with me, okay? Because I'm trying to see the comments. They're real small. I'm gonna hide this right now because it's in my way. And I'll get back to the comments a little bit later. I'm gonna keep going, okay? All right, so see, he looks that way, he holds it. Then he's gonna look that way. So bring him up a little bit. And he's gonna hold this pose. All right, so this is what we have so far. Rotate, stays for a second. All right, then it looks the other way. So we're gonna hold that first pose when he turns a little longer. So I'm just gonna move the keys over across the timeline. This is my timeline. So I'll move it over. And I want him to actually turn a little quicker, right? So I'm gonna bring this one closer. So you see the timing like that? It's starting to feel a little bit better. Look, and it looks the other way. Let's hold it a little bit longer, maybe 5 more frames. Yeah. I'm gonna slide this over just to take it a little bit longer for him to get there. All right, so I'm gonna stop with these 2 poses. And as a matter of fact, I want him to lean some. So we'll move his body over a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, so we're just gonna stick with these poses, and I'm gonna do a couple in-between poses. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support from the day one, and that's why we're going live tonight. Just kind of show a little appreciation. Thank you for getting us over 1,000 subscribers. It's been like one of our goals. And now on to the next goal. More subscribers, more videos, more content. We've created more content with the support from you guys. And we're gonna be at the Marbles Museum on August 3rd. We're gonna be like showing some of the grind on the video, some behind the scenes footage. It's gonna be dope. So if y'all can make it out there, Marbles IMAX Theater in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so we got the spin. All right, so I'm gonna do an in-between pose, right? It's a little small downward rotation, because most of the time when you're moving, like when you study movement, you do move in a straight line, but when you're doing animation, you want to exaggerate some things. So we don't want him to just go straight. We want a nice little curve. It just, it just helps with the motion. So we're gonna pull him down a little bit, just a little bit. That's too much. All right, bring it back up. Just enough. And it's really subtle, but it's enough to show them, like, show that he's not just going straight there. Yeah. And let's say while he's looking this way, he'll do a small little double take, and then he'll hold that before he turns. And we're gonna hold that just a little bit longer. The second turn, so when he turns there, we'll stretch the key, we'll stretch the timeline out a little bit more. If you like animation, I'm gonna be doing more videos like this. So, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell for the notifications so you know when we're going live or we have new videos. Okay. So let's hold this a lot longer. Go to 1 second. Nice. Okay, so you see this in between, it's kind of rigid. The computer is going to try its best to interpolate the motion in between this key and this key. But again, it's just straight on. People don't move like that. It's not natural. So we have to add an in-between pose and control the motion from one pose to the next. What I like to do, again, we'll turn it up when he's looking over there, if you can see this area. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Let's kind of exaggerate it. All right. Now another thing too, in character animation, your head always follows where your eyes going, or just like when the motion that you're going, your feet is pointed in the way that you're gonna go. Same thing with your eyes. Your eyes kind of lead. So we want to turn his eyes way faster over here. That way he's looking over there before his head moves. And just to exaggerate even more, his in-between pose on this key, we're gonna push his head back a little bit, back to where it was, just to kind of stall it a little bit. Yeah. Nice. All right, we can update this pose now. That's a good thing about keying everything. If you're in animation, sometimes you just have to key the whole rig, the whole setup. It's a cleaner way to animate, to keep your scene clean, keep your keys clean. You notice I have a lot of motions here, but only a few keys. So I have a lot to slide around and move around, play with. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and update this pose. I'm gonna bring his shoulders down. And his arms down a lot more. Yeah, so we have to copy that same arm poses. Copy that to the end so it stays, right? Simple copy paste or drag over. Okay, that's cool. So now another trick I have, you notice that he stops here really hard. All the motions, he actually stops hard. Boom, 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 hard stops. So we can update a little bit that. Update that a little bit with the curve editor again. And also I got a little trick that I do. If you're in animation, this is a good trick to know if you're an animator, especially if you just want to start now. This is a good trick to know right here. So I know this key is the start of this pose, and it goes and it'll hold this long. What I can do is go right before it. You see this one key before it? Right there, it's a little bit of motion there. So I'm gonna set a key there and replace it. And that little bit of motion will carry all the way over. So subtle, but it helps a lot with settling into the pose. Same thing here. So I'm gonna go back maybe two keys because it's a bigger motion. So we'll go here, drag it over, and now the rest of that motion carries on to the end, making it a little bit softer, smoother. Yeah, so he kind of settles into the pose. Nice. All right, so we'll do the same thing with the head over here. He turns it, set a key, and we'll let him settle in. Actually working on a hologram animation. So he's gonna scan up into the hologram, or the hologram's gonna scan up while he's turning. And he's looking like that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna work on a little bit of secondary animation. So we have our main pose, then we have our in-between pose. The next thing we're gonna do is just a little bit a little bit of secondary motion. That's what it's called there. So you see his hand right there? Select both of them there. So as it comes down, it's really rigid. So this is my little secondary animation. Technically, it's still a part of the in-between motion, but I call it secondary because the hand is like near the end of the limb. So you see that soft, just bringing it up a little bit, controlling how it's going to this next pose. Yeah, I like that. Nice. You can actually come over some more. Let's update this pose again. One, go the other way. You want to go negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Oh yeah. So we don't naturally move everything at the same time. We don't move both arms at the same time. And they're not always in the same position. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing. But in this case, I'm gonna separate the timing of the arms. so they kind of land at different times. Still the same, close to the same amount of time, but it just makes the motion feel a little bit more relaxed, more real, if they're not falling at the same time. So that's called offsetting your keys. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna move the controllers, we just check them out. Oh yeah, this is looking good right now. This is a good start. So I got way more to do, a lot more to animate, but if you want to see the rest of this animation, if you can make it out to the Marbles IMAX theater in Raleigh, downtown Raleigh, you can see the full animation inside the hologram tank. It's gonna be so dope. Make sure you come out. Matter of fact, I'll make sure I put the event ticket link in the description, so you can go get your tickets and come out, check out the booth, check out what we have going on. We're gonna do a live presentation on the show, on the big screen. It's gonna be crazy. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I didn't see any questions up here. Or he said, how did you make it? Well, I use 3ds Max. Sometimes I use Maya and After Effects, but for the most part, we use the 3D animation to build materials, models, character models. Then we do rigging, then we do animation. We render the sequence out. It's post effects. I mean, it's a really big beast, and it's not just me. It's a team of people working on it as well. Voice actors, other modelers. So I'm going to do a lot more videos that's going to show more behind the scenes and kind of go more in depth like I'm doing tonight. So I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm going to go live again. I'll make an announcement on Instagram. That's when you can know next time I'm going on live. Appreciate y'all. Thanks again. We made 1,000 subscribers. We need 1,000 more. All you got to do is just share. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm going to do the Day One's giveaway. So you're going to get a Day One's grind poster and the grind show t-shirt. We're going to do both of those. I'm going to give it out. I was going to do it on the 2nd. I'm going to extend it out to August 9th. On August 9th, I'm going to announce the winner. All you have to do is share the content, share a YouTube video, share an image, anything that you see from the grind. If you share or just put something out about the grind and put hashtag the grind show 3D. Put that in there, I'll be able to track it, I can look at it, and pretty much the person I see doing it the most active at it, doing it a lot, they're gonna get a free shirt from the grind show and the Day One's poster. I'm gonna announce the winner on August 9th. You can see the winner on Instagram. I appreciate y'all for watching. We out.